20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop.
Picnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set. The Atlanta Falcons. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Up yardage.
Ready, ready. Check 55 to Mike.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gurley again here on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go. And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Mike, 44. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
It's third and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not?
You got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 33.
7 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 51, Sam! Go! Kill! Turn up! Kill!
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
54 is Mike. Check. Hey, right. 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Switch gears.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brissett. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Seems as if starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it.
No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the rear view mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Coming in.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marcus Johnson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here. Hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they at the 46-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Hines. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Rip right, rip right. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. I got him. Check, check. First down.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Brissett now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's going to be a long
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And I don't think he got there. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Buying time to us into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Allen with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Get one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Brissett. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. Question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's got it to Hilton. Not often.